I feel that the bowlers run the show. If the bowlers do well, you win matches. Batsmen तो आते जाएंगे क्योंकि हमारी फैक्ट्री है इंडिया में कि आप देखोगे कि बैट्समैन तो मिल जाएंगे. It's difficult to be a good bowler in the present generation. So you want to do the hard job. If you're doing the hard job, then it gives you a lot of confidence.
He's gone for it. It's a six.
Playing cricket was enjoyment for me. So इसके लिए I always wanted to be on the ground. जितना हो सके मैं खेलता था, मुझे मजा आता था उसमें. तो क्रिकेट के लिए कभी मोटिवेशन की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी कि जाओ प्रैक्टिस करो खेलो. अपने आप से ही इतना मजा आता था तो खुद ही चले जाता था. See, for me it started like any other kid who used to play with his friends for enjoyment. मेरा भी वही था. The dream was always to play for the country. You don't think that you will ever be able to reach it because you see this country is so big and इतने सारे लोग खेलते हैं. But finally you get there, so the journey has been good so far. So people will look at me, अरे he's a lean guy. So my height was also small at that time. What will he do? Yeah, he'll not be able to do anything. What will he do? Chalo, we'll give him 1 or 2 balls. As soon as I bowl the first ball, then the reaction changes. Arey, that we didn't expect that he'll bowl so quick and there's something different about him. So that was the reaction. But I was always very, very skeptical that will I be selected or not, or will I get a chance? I always used to love fast bowlers, watching them bowl, running fast, intimidating the batsman, creating an aura. So that was exciting for me as a youngster. I was never a fan, as I told you, of batsmen dominating the game, big sixes, big scores. I was never interested in that. I was interested when the bowlers do well. Almost everyone used to feel that this won't work. Many people used to feel that 6 months is the maximum period of time he'll be able to play. When I played my first Ranji Trophy game, I took 7 wickets in the game. So then I felt that yes, if in the 4-day format I can do well, then I must be doing something right.
You have this habit of getting the big fishes out, especially in your first game. You have no fear of no one के चल सामने कोई भी है, मैं हूँ.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. बहुत fears होते हैं. When you're a kid, when you're starting, so you're always nervous. There are many doubts, but you don't show it because अगर आपने दिखा दिया कि आप nervous हो, तो बैट्समैन तो आधी बैटल वैसे ही जीत गया.
तो बचपन में पढ़ती थी अगर कोई कड़क बैट्समैन मिल गया और दे दनादन पड़ रही है,
हाँ.
तो क्या रिएक्शन होता? गुस्सा आता था कि
बहुत गुस्सा आता था. मेरा the persona right now is कि I don't get angry. I used to get angry all the time. I used to bowl bouncers purposely. Then I used to scare the batsmen. I used to go up to them. I used to abuse them. When I started, तो धीरे-धीरे I understood कि how it's not helping my game. So, but initial reaction was that कि I used to get angry and I used to show aggression.
दाढ़ी आजकल प्री-रिक्विजिट है ना कि नहीं है? इंडिया में क्रिकेट स्टार बनने के लिए कि नहीं?
अभी दाढ़ी हटा देते हैं तो छोटे लगते हैं बहुत उम्र में. तो इसके लिए to look your age, I keep a beard on.
How much has your bowling changed since the day you were playing tennis ball cricket to now being India's premier fast bowler?
Obviously a lot, because tennis ball cricket you only do one thing. So when I was a kid, I used to see people only bowling Yorkers. So I thought कि एक ही तरीका है wicket लेने का. Slowly, when you start coming into serious cricket, you realize there's a length ball, there's an out swinger, there's an in swinger. But the thing that I picked up from there was Yorker. I tried to keep it with me till date because it's one of my strengths. So I try to use it and I've tried to keep it with me for a long period of time.
Yeah, let's talk about the John Wright impact on your life and career.
You know, I always give a lot of credit to him. I tell him, I'm here because of you. So he said, no, you worked hard. So I was playing Syed Mushtaq Ali. So he had come to see us play against Mumbai. So we were playing, many players from the Mumbai squad were already there in the Mumbai Indians team. So he had come there to see them. So he saw me. He saw that something is different. After the first game, he spoke to Parthiv Patel. So he told me that he was asking about you. सर मैं बोला मस्ती मत करो, अभी मैं पहली 1-2 गेम हुई है, आप मजाक उड़ा रहे हो मेरा. You always think that all of these things happen, but you don't expect that it will happen to you. So when I came into the side, I was a 19-year-old kid. ठीक है, so I was skillful, yes, but I had no sense of professionalism, no training, कुछ idea ही नहीं है, diet का कुछ पता नहीं है. I couldn't even do a push-up, मतलब मुझे आता ही नहीं था कुछ. He was always behind my back के you have to be in shape. So I said, why am I doing this? I'm able to bowl, no? So बोलते no, you have to be professional. So then slowly you understand, no? Once from 19-year-old you go up, you have to do all of that to reach the highest level. So yeah, I was very lucky to work with him. He has an eye for talent. बहुत उसने मुंबई इंडियन के players कितने सारे we've seen who've ended up playing for the country. So yeah, it's always good with him. Still talk to him. Still, I always stay in touch with him.
So यार सिडनी ODI डेब्यू या केप टाउन टेस्ट डेब्यू?
So मेरे लिए both of it is very important because Sydney is also very close to my test cricket I always wanted to play. So Sydney debut was my first international game. So after a lot of hard work, finally you get the call up. So जिस दिन मैं पहुंचा उस दिन practice थी. That didn't happen because बारिश हो गई, so the practice got called off. So मैंने बोला अब तो I won't play because the team doesn't know what I do. They don't know how I play, how I bowl. तो अब तो नहीं होगा. So on the next day, early morning, फिर हम लोग का जब game होता है, तो when we went to the team meeting, then Ravi Shastri was our team director at that time. So he told me, "Are you fresh? Are you ready?" I said, "Yeah, I am fresh, but for what?" So he said, "You have to play." And I was scared at that time. क्या है रे? मतलब, but then थोड़ा nervousness हुआ. So I thought, वही जैसे normally कि that senior players will help me through it, but nobody came up to me, nobody said anything. So I thought, कुछ तो something will come up, something or some instruction, something will come up. Nothing, कोई आया नहीं, कुछ नहीं. Warm up हो गया, toss हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया. Nobody is coming up and saying anything. So, but I thought that चलो ठीक है. Again, I'll use that advice that I'll just treat it as a normal game. So just before going in, MS came up to me and said, just be yourself and enjoy. I said, it's a little less than I expected, but yeah, it was good. And then I was just treating it as I'm playing for Gujarat.
Let's talk about your test debut, Cape Town. Remember that morning?
उसके पहले we had played some international cricket. 1 साल हो गया, 1-2 साल हो गया मुझे. तो I was happy कि चलो I was getting to know what I have to do. But for me, I was never happy till the time I had played test matches. So I always wanted to be a test bowler. I was working hard towards it. I had improved my fitness. Ranji Trophy just before I got selected. That year I played the whole season after playing for the country. So because test season चल रहा था. So I was the highest wicket taker. Semi-final, quarter-final against Mumbai. So back-to-back I had taken 5 first. So I was confident कि see 4-day format I am getting better and I'm doing well. So whenever I get a chance in test matches, I'll do well. So finally जब test call-up आया, बहुत खुश हुआ. I got my test cap. I still kept it. So then I started bowling. उसमें I was much more relaxed because I had played some international cricket. So I had started. But it took me some time. एक inning मुझे लग रही थी कि because I had not played in South Africa. I had played in India. So India में lengths are different, lines are different. Right? So then एक inning के बाद I analyzed. Second inning में I understood. So to make changes on the go is the thing that I learned in my first test match.
But before that, there was enough talk around saying, यार इसको test cricket खिलाओ, ये करेगा.
So I think that if I've come here through my belief, so I don't need. See, I obviously appreciate the praise which I get, and I'm grateful for that. But I don't take it too seriously, and I don't take criticism too seriously as well, because I think whatever I believe is going to happen.
But how do you filter out things that you don't want?
So you listen to everyone. ऐसा नहीं है, because you never know what good advice comes your way. आप चीज़ें सुनते हो, आप समझते हो, फिर कोशिश करते हो कि आप कुछ लोगों को हो जिनको आप बहुत सीरियसली लेते हो, आप उन पे बहुत ट्रस्ट करते हो, तो उनकी एडवाइसेस सुनते हो. सबकी एडवाइसेस सुनोगे तो फिर आप खेल ही नहीं सकते.
But I'm sure you've had one of those, oh wow, Sachin Paji moment. Oh wow, MS.
When I came into the Mumbai Indians side, I'm a 19-year-old kid. I've seen Sachin Tendulkar playing all my life. And just to bowl to him, just to get a chance to bowl to him was a big thing for me. So when the normal meet and greet sessions happened, that team bonding sessions happened in Mumbai Indians, before the first game, everybody was sitting in a circle. So as soon as Sachin Tendulkar came in, so both of us were just looking at him that, is it really happening that we're going to be in the same team with him and we're playing with him? He only from himself started talking to us because he knows that we are not going to go up to him and talk to him. So he came up to us. Even at the practice session, he used to give us a lot of confidence.
And you're able to naturally insulate yourself from this whole pagalpan that's happening at the Wankhede?
For me, I don't focus a lot. It doesn't really matter if people are there. People are there, they're backing you. Yes, you feel good. But my focus is always on the ground. So even my mother has asked me this question that we are screaming, we are waving, you don't even look at us. So I say, my focus only doesn't go. My focus is the boundary circle ke andar hai. What is going on there?
Do you make up your mind while you're running in, just before your delivery stride?
No, nothing at the spur of the moment. So obviously a lot of homework is being done. So we watch a lot of videos, we prepare, we see their strengths, they know our strengths. So we try to analyze and we set a plan according to my bowling. I try to do that. So ऐसा नहीं कि उस दिन आके देख लेंगे उस दिन क्या करना है. India is known to be a difficult place for fast bowlers. So you have to learn reverse swing to get wickets. See, ऐसा कोई fixed template नहीं है, fixed tutorial नहीं है. तो हम लोग we play a lot of Ranji Trophy cricket. The second spell is very crucial. So when the ball is a little old, the spinners have done their job. Yes, the ball is doing something, but when the ball is doing something, you don't have to be overexcited. You have to go for wickets each and every ball. What I try to do, create pressure, hold good balls again and again and again, and then eventually everything will fall.
Is there one spell in your brief test career or brief India career so far that you remember कि यार मजा आया था, इसको बड़ा सही मैंने setup किया?
The spell that I remember was in England, so bowling to Keaton Jennings. So I just played one test match, I had taken a fifer in the previous game, so I know they were going to come prepared for me. That was the only time where I listened, that I was hearing that what the experts were saying, not about me, but what the England team should do. So they were saying that he only bowls the in-swinger. So I thought if they're listening, if the Indian players are listening, so then I'm in game because they don't know I have the away swinger as well. So I was going to Keaton Jennings, so he was leaving the ball continuously. So as soon as the ball was near off stump or middle stump, he knows with my angle it will go away. So I thought, no, I think he's listened to the commentary that outside off stump he'll leave. So I think I'll show him that I'm still doing the same thing. So I bowled 2-3 out swingers. And then I thought, yes, now I can bowl the in-swinger. I'm sure he won't be expecting. I just have to be on the right length. It was on the mark. He didn't even know he left the ball. It was plumb in front. So then that gave me a lot of satisfaction that I'm going in the right direction. So all of these plannings and all of these thinking ahead of the batsman helps.
Why is it so difficult to face Jasprit Bumrah? What do you think makes you as effective as you are?
I don't know. Maybe the action first time, if they faced, it's something different. But in the end, what I try to focus on is accuracy. Whatever is in my hands, I try to tick all those boxes. So control is what I try to focus on. Okay, if I'm trying to bowl a ball, I'll set the field accordingly. If I have done everything that I wanted to, and if then the batsman hits, I'll give it to him. Okay, theek hai. My process was fine, my execution was fine. So all of those things, I try to focus on that.
If you were to talk to 14-year-old Jasprit now, if you had the opportunity to do that, what would you tell him?
I will tell him nothing. I will tell him to enjoy the game, which I did at that time. I would not change a thing. I would just want to play cricket at that time how I used to play. I will say nothing to be changed. Just enjoy.
यार किंग ऑफ यॉर्कर्स की खातिरदारी घर पे कैसे होती है?
कोई ऐसे खास खातिरदारी नहीं. घर में मैं क्रिकेटर हूँ या नहीं हूँ, एवरीथिंग इज नॉर्मल. आई एम जस्ट माई मदर्स सन. घर पे तो आई डोंट वांट स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट्स. हम लोग जितना हो सके नॉर्मल फैमिली जैसे ही रहते हैं.
So ऐसी कौन सी खुराफात है that still comes up when you guys are sitting chatting over dinner?
कभी कुछ घर पे मैं खेल रहा हूँ तो वो टूट गया, तो अभी छुपाने के लिए मैं क्या करता था, मैंने वो चीज़ को जैसे था वैसे सेट करके रख देता था मैं. तो जब मम्मी डस्ट वस्ट करती थी तो वो हाथ में आ जाती थी चीज़ें. तभी फिर मुझे वो पकड़ दी कि मुझे पता है तुमने, क्योंकि और कोई खेलता नहीं था और कैसे टूटेगी चीज़ें। तो ये सब चीज़ें बहुत डिस्कस करते हैं हम कि जब मैं छोटा था तो मैं क्या-क्या चीज़ें करता था।
यार प्रिंसिपल का बेटा होना आसान नहीं है।
So my mother was not the principal of my section. She was a principal in the pre-primary section. So she was there in the school, but not in my section. But she used to get reports each and every day कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं कर रहा है. तो वो थोड़ा restrictive हो जाता था वो time.
Do you ever sit and think about पहले क्या था अब क्या हुआ है?
Sometimes my mother also tells me that I never imagined something like this would happen. People would recognize you. But yeah, sometimes ऐसा feeling आता है कि क्या कैसे हो गया. But really grateful. अच्छा लगता है कि अच्छे direction में after tough times we've seen हम लोग अच्छे direction में आ गए.
Is mother happy to shower praise on you, or is she one of those who will say अभी बहुत करना बाकी है?
No, she is proud. She says that she is proud and she's very happy. And honest feedback is what the family will always do. So she's like that. She's obviously very proud. But if she feels that I'm going on the wrong direction, then she'll help me.
Does she keep newspaper cuttings since यार पहली बार जब ये खेला था ये हुआ था?
Till date, she still does that. So whenever she sees my pictures, she still cuts everything and she's kept a file. अभी तो पता नहीं कितनी फाइल हो गई है, but she still kept it together and she still does it. वो बहुत प्रेशर ले लेती है. वो अगर वो टीवी में अच्छा नहीं जाए, टीवी बंद कर देगी या चैनल चेंज कर देगी.
Was there one moment after you hit the big stage where you felt हाँ यार अब now I can call myself successful?
वो फीलिंग तो अभी तक भी नहीं आती because the day you feel satisfied is the day your progress stops. So I always still feel that there's still a long way to go. Some occasions I can be too hard on myself that I've set a standard that I want to accomplish that. But to keep things simple and to get a proper feedback, you analyze everything and then everything is sorted.
Family life is very measured, very proper.
Yeah.
But the players you spend more time with, it's a crazy bunch, this current Indian cricket lot, isn't it?
The atmosphere over there is simple and light because अगर हम भी प्रेशर ले लेंगे तो हम खेलेंगे कैसे, क्योंकि वो एटमॉस्फेयर ऐसा ही है. इतना बॉन्ड अच्छा है सबका. एज अ यूनिट वी आर सो क्लोज टू ईच अदर कि सब मस्ती करते रहते हैं. सब किसी ना किसी की टांग खींचते रहते हैं या कभी कुछ क्रिकेट में पुराना हुआ सब कुछ आ जाता है.
Who's your best friend in the team?
Everyone is close to each other, but the fast bowlers hang together. बाकी ऐसे सब चीज़ें रहती है टीम.
Or the weirdest thing a journalist has ever asked you?
There was a question right now that Vijay Shankar had gotten injured of my bowling. So he's saying that you could go easy on our batsmen in the nets. Our intentions are not to hurt our batsmen, but that was a funny one which I remember from the recent past.
Are you big on keeping a cricket ball that you bowl very well with?
Yeah, I've got many balls with me at home because see in the end it's a memory. आगे जाके when you finish your career you'll remember that you played in different conditions and you're doing well and you had done well and you had played there. So it's a remembrance. So I've kept the crucial things that I felt.
Right, you love spicy food. There's so much fire to your bowling as well. Let's check your spicy quotient, shall we? Pick one. Ahmedabad or Mumbai?
Ahmedabad.
Football on the field or PS4?
PS4.
One global sports superstar that you'd love to meet someday?
Cristiano Ronaldo and Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
One teammate that you'd love to play a prank on?
Hardik Pandya.
Have you ever asked a senior player for an autograph?
No.
White ball cricket, red ball cricket?
Red ball cricket.
Your big cricket dream?
To play as much as Test cricket as I can.
Favorite ground in the world?
Sydney cricket ground.
What's a bigger nightmare, dropping a catch or getting out first ball?
See, losing a game is the biggest nightmare.
What's Punjabi about you?
I don't know. Because there's a lot of mixed culture in me because of living in Ahmedabad. Maybe the preference of food.
Have you ever played Garba?
Yes, I have.
Are you good at it?
No.
What's the most precious thing you ever gave your mother?
Security.
The one thing your mother hates about you?
That when I come home, she wants me to meet her friends, and I don't do that.
What's the one thing your sister hates about you?
The same thing, which my mother wants.
Best way to handle female attention?
I act that I don't understand what's going on. I act innocent. I don't understand what's going on. That's the best way.
You know, for batsmen, you're very difficult to score off. And for anchors like us, you're very, very difficult to put in a spot. So once again, You've aced the spicy quotient as well. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I don't take the fame and adulation to heart because I know it's not permanent. Today it's there, tomorrow it's not. If you run behind success, success doesn't come up to you. If you run behind money, money will not come. So if you run behind excellence, everything else will automatically follow. All those philosophies, I also can relate to it. I also focus on all similar things that I want to do all the processes right. If I do everything right, everything else will follow.